The art of screen printing.
Hey folks, it's Lon and Cory with Graphic Elephants again, doing the art of screen printing presented by GSG. Today, Cory's going to take us through some layer effects in Photoshop. Cory, take it away.
All right. Okay, definitely in Photoshop. So if you've ever wanted to actually add any dramatic effects to text, Photoshop has a thing called layer effects, and it's really great to do it very quickly and add a nice dramatic look to any text that you got, or any object for that matter. I have the GSG logo that we've been using to show our exercises. In this case, I've got everything on a transparent layer. When you're doing any effects or objects and doing any kind of layer effects, you want to have them on a transparent background. We do have a color back here just so you can see everything. I'm going to start with the GSG lettering, and you can find layer effects in two locations, one under layers, under layer style, and also in your layer palette under FX. You'll have the same list of things. We're going to go with bevel and emboss. We use it quite often. It has a lot of options. So you can see it's all flat here, and we're going to use an inner bevel, which means that we're going to do everything inside the text. We're going to also actually have a little more depth to it. But what's going to make it happen here is literally the actual size of your bevel. And as I do this, you can kind of start to see it's starting to appear here. Now it's white text, so we have to use sort of a light blue highlight because we got light and shadow. And you can see how now we have a nice blue on our lighted edge and a little bit of a gray for our shadow. If you go down through all the parameters in layer styles, you have your depth, and you can make that a little sharper or a little softer. And then your size can matter considerably as well. So it's up to you what size you want to do it at. And then your shading here is basically what your light source is. So whatever your light source is coming from, whether you want it from the left or you want it from the right, and you can see in real time how that's changing as I move this angle around. And also this little box over here is a preview to show you what the lighting's actually doing. I usually go from left to right. And then down here below is your highlight mode and your shadow mode. This is how we get colors to show up on your actual object. You can click on there like your color palette normally you see. You can make it any color you want to. And then for your shadow, I usually use black, but if in this case, if it's white, I use black, but if it's another color, I'll make it a darker shade. So both of those will help designate what your bevel is going to look like once you have those colors put together. I'm going to lower this. I'm going to say okay to that one. And then we'll go down to the wedges that you see over here on the left side of the GSG logo. I'm going to go to FX again, and it will actually put in the last set of parameters you did. In this case was the GSG logo or GSG lettering. But for this one, I'm going to actually, now that we don't have to worry about white, I'm actually going to change this to white. And then now we have black and white. And you can see as it multiplied down here in the shadow mode, it gives us a dark blue, a nice dark yellow, and a nice dark red. So, and then if you want to up your opacity on your highlight, you can see the white showing just a little bit better now. I'm going to say okay to that. And literally, that's how simple a bevel and emboss is to do on any object in Photoshop.
Outstanding, Cory. He is Cory, and I am Lon, and we are Graphic Elephants. And this has been the art of screen printing presented by GSG. We'll see you next time.
See ya.